channel and happy Friday. Today in Tina's Test Kitchen, I'm making my breakfast burritos. Let's go over those list of ingredients. You'll need a few eggs, as well as some flour tortillas. We have some breakfast sausage, some Colby Jack cheese, some salt and pepper, some mushrooms, as well as green onions, and we also have some spinach. Here's a fun fact that I learned, you guys. If you add a 1/4 cup for every 12 eggs that you're beating, actually during the cooking process, it actually makes the eggs a little bit fluffier. Let's get started. All right, so while the sausage is cooking on the stove, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the ingredients set. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the onions at this point, and we are going to add them to the eggs as I'm cooking the eggs. So how's everybody's week been going? I can tell you this has been a long week. I'm not gonna lie. Work has been super busy. I did actually do a little bit of cooking during the week. It's not something that I typically do. I made some breakfast casseroles, which came out amazing. I actually made 6. I will be doing 6 again tomorrow. That will be on a separate video that I'm doing for some wonderful families in my Eastmore community. So let's get the rest of these onions cut up, and we'll be all set. All right, while our sausage is just finishing up on the stovetop, next on our chopping block, literally, is some mushrooms. These are just typical white mushrooms that I got from my local grocery store. We'll get those chopped up. All right, just finishing up some of these mushrooms. These I'm going to add to the sausage that's already sauteing on the stovetop. All right, you guys, we have added the mushrooms to the sausage that's cooking. So that is going to end up being super delicious. And then next up is our eggs. I think we have a few to cook. All right. Okay, so our sausage is all done. The mushrooms are cut up. The onions are cut up. I added those to the sausage as I was cooking it. And that is currently cooling in the fridge. So now we're going to get started on our eggs. I have 4 cartons of 18 eggs. I'm going to do them in 2 separate bowls because I'm going to do 2 pans, one right after the other. And I have 1 cup of milk that I'm going to add to each bowl. Let's get started with the eggs. Oops. You'll want to be careful you're not getting any of the shells in the egg mixture, and if you do, here's a pro tip for you. You can wet your finger with some water, and then you can just slide it right out of the bowl, even if it's in the bottom of the bowl with all the egg yolks. I'm telling you guys, it's been a long week. Second egg dropped. Okay, back to the eggs. All right, you guys, pro tip. Don't add the milk to the eggs until all of your eggs are done. Because if you have a mishap and you get an eggshell in your eggs with the milk, you're never going to see it. All right, you guys, here is my 14-inch pan, and I was able to get 2 cartons of 18 eggs in one shot. So I'm going to go ahead and again let these cook down until they're scrambled, and then I'm going to wash the pan and repeat that process. Okay, that was a lot of work, you guys. We had 6 dozen of eggs that are all cooked and ready to go, and they're in that bowl right there. I'm gonna let them cool down for a little bit before getting them into the fridge. For now, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting up my parsley so that I'm prepared for my other dishes that I'm making tomorrow. All right, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, and today is the day we wrap our 60 burritos. Let's go over those ingredients that I have completed. We have 6 dozen of our eggs, again using salt and pepper and a little bit of milk. We have our 60 tortillas, We also have our uncooked chopped spinach that I cut up this morning. We have our just tomatoes, onions, and some cilantro. And then we have our sausage, mushrooms, and onions that I cooked yesterday, followed by some Colby Jack cheese. Okay, so I've gone ahead and mixed up all of our ingredients. I did end up having to use 2 bowls because of the amount of the ingredients. So let's get started on that first burrito. So we have our tortilla. I have a spoon. I'm just going to scoop my ingredients into the center of my burrito, making sure not to overfill it. If you overfill your burrito, they will break. So we have our burrito mix in the center. I'm going to fold it in on each side, and then I'm going to create a flap, and then I'm going to roll it just like that. I'm going to take one of my Reynolds sheets, and I'm going to roll this. And then because you guys, these are going in my freezer, I am gonna roll another wrap on it so that way it is freezer burn protected. These don't last long enough in my freezer to get freezer burn, to be honest. And there you have it, 1 burrito. Now, you guys, when I take these out of the freezer, I will let them defrost in the fridge, probably like overnight or something. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take long to defrost because as you can see, these are not huge size burritos. But what I will do before eating them, I will actually kind of like pan fry them. So I will sear them on each side, and then the insides are nice and hot. And we have our perfect on-the-go burrito, and there you are. So, you guys, I have 59 of these to go. I'm gonna get cozy while I wrap the rest of these. All right, everyone, I'm all done wrapping the burritos. We have 8 bags of 7, 3 leftover burritos that my husband will eat during the week. I'm not going to eat these, you guys, because I don't like mushrooms. Go figure. So that's the wrap for this video. I do appreciate your time. We've gone ahead and finished up our breakfast burritos, and I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button on the way out, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great weekend.